Hey everybody, I'm working on this large painting today, and I'm kind of at this stage with it, and I've got all these squares all over it. It's early, so it doesn't look that great. But one of the things that I teach a lot about is contrast, things that are differences, and things like, a small thing next to a large thing, a dark thing next to a light thing, a colorful thing, next to a beigey thing, a subtle thing next to a bold thing. It's the coming together of opposites in your work, and actually in your life too, that give it juice, that make you feel alive, that makes the viewer feel alive when they look at your work. But there's this other one thing that I want to share with you, and it has to, which I'm going to do now, and it's something it's kind of subtle, but it's just kind of cool, and it's something I've been doing a lot lately. And it has to do with separate and connected. And I'm just going to demonstrate this to you. First of all, this is a tool that I've made. This is just a giant T-square. I used these little, nuts and bolts, wing nuts that just screw this on. And this is just thin wood. It's as big as me. And I use it, I can hang it on the edge of the picture, and I can create straight lines if I want. I use this all the time, and I can do it horizontally. Now, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than if I was trying to do it, if I want to have these straight lines. So, and I also use it, like I'm going to use it right now, where I just lay this on the picture, and I have this really long ruler. Actually, it's hard to find T-squares that are this big. I can't even find them. They come 4 feet wide. I guess because plywood or sheetrock is only 4 feet wide. But anyway, this is a really invaluable tool, and it costs about like $4 to make it. I can't imagine living without it. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to connect some of these squares, okay? And I'm using a charcoal pencil. It's really pretty soft. The painting's kind of dry, it doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to arbitrarily start connecting some of these squares. Right now they're all separate. And this actually it's kind of cool. It's like an opposite. It's like it becomes almost like a system. I like to just kind of go around without thinking too much and just connect things. And then I adjust it. This clean line going somewhere indicates a purpose and a reason, even if there actually isn't one. It's like if we see some writing on this picture, we don't have to know what that word is or if we can even read it. We just know that there's communication happening. There's something, someone spent time there and they were meaning something, and there's a deliberateness and there's an energy and a juice about this because there's a word there, even if we don't know what it is, much more than if there wasn't anything there at all. So we have that with these lines going on down here now. And I'm connecting some of the shapes, and many are not connected. But now, and I'm going to look at this from a distance in a second. I got to have enough here to. It has to kind of make sense to me. It's not completely arbitrary. I'm also connecting to things. I'm connecting to things that are off the picture. Like there's something up here. I'm connecting to things up there. Now, when I come back, do you see how it's brought it's created two kinds of things. We've got things that are alone and disconnected, and we have things that are connected. And the things that are disconnected now feel more disconnected, and the things that are connected feel more connected. It's a difference. And it's just one that we rarely think about when we're making our art, or at least I don't. And I realize in the recent body of work that I've been making that I'm using this a lot. So it was just kind of an aha moment I had this morning, so I thought I'd share it with you. Anyway, go ahead and leave a comment, whatever. makes sense, or share with me if this kind of thing occurs in your work and you do some of the same things. It'd be interesting to hear that. And great, thanks a lot.